Hi everyone, I am Prasanta Kumar Pal, Assistant Professor at Government Engineering College, Nagpur. In this video tutorial, I will cover what is subnet. First, we will see the explanation of the subnet. Subnet is nothing but a small program that run on web or application server. The application of the web server is Tomcat. Application of the and application server is JBoss. So basically, a HTTP client, the client can be a web browser. So web browser sends HTTP request to the subnet. Subnet will process the HTTP request and takes HTTP response and back to the client. So this how subnet works. And subnet can collect input from the user using the web page from and we can say within the database. Also from the database get the information and present that information to the web browser and using subnet we can create a page dynamically. The subnet is acting as a middle layer between the client and the database. And I have put together all the key points related to the subnet in this slide. You can read the point from that slide. Here are the few points are there related to subnet. Just note it down. And pass the slide. Read the key point one by one, processing and passing the video. Okay, this is the basic about the subnet. Okay, fine. In this slide, we discuss about the subnet life cycle. Already discussed that subnet is a nothing but a small program that runs on subnet container. Here we can see the subnet container. So subnet container come as part of sorry, web server and application server. And subnet content has web applications. So in that web application, one subnet is there. Now we will see the life cycle of the subnet. So say one HTTP request come to the subnet container. So what subnet container do this? First it will load the subnet class. So this is the first step. So once it is loaded the subnet class, it will create instance of particular subnet class. Basically it will create the subnet object, then subnet will call init method of this subnet. The init method will call once time. So what is the main method of init? Sorry, what is the main answer of the init method is it will use to create some data or load some data that will be used load of the life cycle of the subnet. Okay. Next, what subnet container do is it will call the service method. Okay. Suppose say HTTP request comes to the subnet container, then subnet container what it will do is it will the service method. What is service method? It will the HTTP request process and the HTTP request, and it will generate the HTTP response and send back to the client. Okay, this service method will be called multiple times. This service method will be called by the container to handle the request. After that, service will shut down. That time, sublet will be unloaded. That time, destroy method will be called. We can see the destroy method here. So, destroy method will be called only once time. When if a sublet shutdown happens, sublet container try to load interweb apps. That time also sublet will be unloaded. That time also destroy method will be called. So this is the life cycle of the sublet. This data will be taken from Duke and Ram and Science.